last month's minutes. Anybody have any?
I'll make a motion.
Additions?
I'll second. I think you made a motion, right?
Yeah. Michelle?
Yes, I
You're
agree.
fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Second? Seconded?
Seconded.
There.
Okay.
Motion passed.
Did you take a vote?
Sherry, we need to swear everybody in for the evidentiary hearings.
Anybody that's going to testify, if you'll please stand up and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any changes to the agenda for today?
Citation appeal, case 13 CE 4467, 1177 25th Street is entering into a code compliance with Tim McGarry, so that will be removed from the agenda.
Which one was that?
Citation appeal,
The name?
Nyquist.
Nyquist.
Under request for notice of assessment, case number 13 CE 4187, Outlier Investments is going for a board order. Case 13 CE 4439, Joey Seafood Shack is complied, will be removed from the agenda. Case 13 CE 4441, 1146 21st Street is going for a board order. Under administrative matters, case 13 CE 1239 is being pulled from the agenda.
Case 13-C-1239.
It would be helpful if you give us the name when you.
Sure.
Thank you.
I have one board order for case number 13, CE-4404 for Courtney Jones. It's been rescheduled for next month for medical reasons.
Yeah, not bad, but we got another one there.
Oh. I'm just needing a motion and a
I'll move
vote
that
on-
we accept the agenda as revised.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Agenda accepted.
Mr. Chairman, if we could,
Yes, sir.
so the officer can get back on the street, if we could hear the first one under board order.
See, you don't know if he's on there?
Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah,
Get back on the street.
we can do that. Which case is that?
That's 14C 0104, Jonathan Versalat.
Okay. Sure, okay. And you're Mr. Versalat?
No.
Officer? He's just here for the case.
Officer, it's Officer Harris.
Okay.
Found it.
And this case would be, it's under request for board order because if Madam Clerk can verify that there was no request for a hearing filed, they've admitted the violation and waived a hearing.
That's correct.
Okay, you've been sworn in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, state your name.
Officer Harris, Vero Beach Police Department.
Thank you, sir. You may continue.
Thank you for your time today. I guess I'm here to represent the City of Vero Beach's side to the animal at large. I went to Mr. Vaseliot's house. I got a call that his dog was loose. When I got to the residence, the dog was running around wild, a couple houses down. I made contact with Mr. Vaseliot, asked him to get the dog inside, get it on a leash. He voluntarily told me that he has this problem on occasion, can't keep the dog in the house, can't keep it on the leash. I gave him the opportunity of 10 minutes to get the dog before I actually gave him the code enforcement citation, which obviously he failed to do, so I gave him the citation. So I'm here to have you guys issue an order for him to pay the citation,
Okay.
How much is the citation?
$50.
Okay.
That for a first offense, and then if he does it again, is
This
that
would be
how
the-
we do that?
If there was a subsequent offense, it would be the next higher penalty.
I'll make a motion that the board issue an order for Mr. Versalat to pay the $50 citation.
I'll second that. All in favor?
There was also
Sorry.
a cost of enforcement added to that.
Oh, there is?
Yes.
What was that
That-
cost?
It was in your backup.
95. 95.
9524.
95.24. Okay, I'll amend my motion to include the $95.24 cost of prosecution.
Second.
Thank you.
Oh, you second.
Go ahead. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you, sir.
guys
Thank you for your
appreciate it.
time.
Thank you, sir.
Where we got?
Who was the
I
second?
think it was Dan.
Hargit seconded, I believe.
Doesn't matter.
Hargit.
Well, she needs to know, for the record.
Seconded that, right? Or did I?
You did it first.
I
Quit arguing with me.
I thought you got it first. Okay, case number 13-CE-4187, Outlier Investments.
That's
Outlier Investment. Oh, that's been moved to a board order, hasn't it?
Mr.
Oh,
Chairman.
that's right, you can go ahead and,
Could we see what these people are here for? And maybe
That's a good idea.
them ahead?
Anyone here
These
going
people are
to?
here for the administrative matters of the hearing to
Okay,
rescind a fine.
Which case?
yeah, which case are,
Last page.
Mr. Parks and Ms. Tremmel.
got it. Thank you.
I still haven't found it yet.
Okay, and
We can hear them first if you
Parks
like.
could come up to the podium if you like.
Actually, if both of them can come at the
Oh,
same
is this
time.
all one?
No, well, they were both.
well, they're related
Yeah.
in the business that was involved.
I see. Okay.
Not related from the older, you know.
Everybody can head up to
They
the
both have the
podium.
same request.
I want to hear the little one.
Yeah.
Well, she
got sworn in. That's why I
raised your hand.
Have you-
Adorable.
have you two been sworn in? You have? Okay. State your names, please.
Kenneth Parks.
Amy Trammell.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If I
What is
can
our
give you a
violation
little
here?
background information?
Yes, please.
They both were cited for not having a business tax at their place of employment. A total of 5 people were cited for not having a business tax. 2 actually are licensed in the county, which gave them compliance. The owner of the business obtained his business tax. The warning citation that was sent to Mr. Parks and Ms. Tremmel was never acknowledged. Once it was past the time frame to comply, it went to a citation with a fine and then went to hearing. The citation with the fine was refused at the place of business. Since that time, in communication with both of them, they tell a very similar story of a short-term employment, not getting the mail that was delivered to them there. So in the interest of helping them, we are requesting that their fine be voided, that they did not get notice.
And the reason it's back to the board is because you had issued notices of assessment and then an order to correct and to pay penalties. So basically, you would be rescinding this order to correct violation and want to just dismiss the cases or?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Under the circumstances.
Well, sure. I agree. I'll make a motion to rescind the order from, was it last meeting? And to, thank you, rescind the order from last meeting and find that there are currently no violations with this case.
That would be on both of them.
Oh, for
2 cases.
I'm sorry, for case number 13-CE-4108 and also for case number 13-CE-4107.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
All right.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That was easy enough, wasn't it?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to what case?
Excuse me,
Now we're going to C, I would think.
Vice Chairman. Out of curiosity, do we skip the board orders till we get there? Like, in other words, when I put that later? Thank you.
A was pulled too.
I'm sorry? A was pulled, yeah.
A is
The
moving.
first
Well,
one.
it's for a board order now.
A is moving over to here.
And then, yeah, C1A is board order. So we're going to go to C1C, which is case number 13-CE-4457, J.B. Jones Jr.
This is
You
a
on the same
request.
page?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You ready?
Officer Ramsey, yes, sir.
This is a request for a notice of assessment for case number 13-CE-4457. The violator, J.B. Jones Jr., was cited for a violation of excessive exterior storage of trash and debris or other materials at 1415-1417 38th Avenue, as provided in the backup materials. Service of the citation was provided by certified mail, and it's provided on file with the city clerk's office. There's been no request for a hearing on the citation, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of this morning, February 12, 2014, and the civil penalty assessed on the citation has not been paid. Enforcement costs of $45.99 are requested by the city. An affidavit of those itemized costs has been filed with the board clerk, and we request the backup materials be made part of the record. We request the board issue a notice of assessment of continuing penalties, along with the initial civil penalty of $50 and the cost of enforcement of $45.99.
Okay, anybody have any questions on this one?
That's just a flat $50, or is that $50 is ongoing a day?
It's flat $50. They're working on it, so it's just they're not working very fast.
So are we just
Yeah, notice of
$50?
assessment. The notice of assessment would impose $50 a day, commencing with the first day after the date given for correction.
Right.
And what was that date, the first day?
Yeah, it is.
November 22nd.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion for the board to issue a notice of assessment of continuing penalties plus the cost of enforcement, plus the initial $50 fine.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
All right.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
I have one question, Sherry. I said November 22nd. It was December 4th.
Yes, sir?
December 4th.
December 4th.
I'm trying to find it on the citation here. 'Cause I'm seeing January
January.
10th date for payment.
Very top.
Oh, well, no, the penalties would start, the date you gave them for correction was what? January 10th, so the continuing penalties would start January 11th.
Okay, well, then I'll amend my motion to have the continuing penalties effective January 11th, 2014.
I'll still second that.
Right.
Question after the fact, but has he done anything to clean this?
Started, but it's a landlord trying to deal with a tenant situation.
Ah.
So it's good. The landlord wants to clean the tenant.
Mm-hmm.
It's not breaking any speed records.
Right. Let's take a vote on
Or
that.
can't get rid of him?
Let's take a vote on that last motion. then. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Officer Ramsey. So I think we will go back to the board orders, case number 13-CE-4187, Outlier Investments.
This request for a board order for case 13 CE 4187. Violator Matt Martise, Business Outlier Investments LLC, was cited for a violation of failure to mitigate trees removed without a permit at 415 Holly Road, as provided in the backup materials. Service of the citation was provided by Property Posted and is on file with the city clerk's office. No request for a hearing on the citation has been received, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has not been corrected as of February 12, 2014. The civil penalty has been paid. Enforcement costs of $34.23 are requested by a city with an affidavit of itemized cost on file with the board clerk. Requesting the board author an issuance of a notice of assessment in this case for the enforcement cost of $34.23.
Okay, I want
We
to,
can issue an order.
this is,
This is where you confused me here.
Because he paid the
You said
fine.
that the violation has
Yeah.
not been paid.
The violation
has not been
cured.
corrected.
It has not been cured. Okay, so the next step is notice of assessment, if there has not been one issued. That's the next
Even
step.
if the fine was paid?
Even if the fine was paid.
Okay.
Notice of assessment, you just don't charge them the initial $50 since they paid it.
Fine,
And that
Eric.
payment admitted the violation.
Okay.
Yeah, so it still would be a notice of assessment.
but we're still going to also have continuing penalties because it
Yes.
hasn't been corrected, right?
And that's all the notice of assessment of continuing penalties will be. It'll be the continuing penalties. We won't put in there the initial $50 because it's paid, and it would be the cost of enforcement.
Sounds good.
I'll make a motion that there's a violation, the violation continues, and that the board issue a notice of assessment for the $34.23 cost of prosecution and the continuing penalty of $50 a day.
I have a question. The trees have been removed, so how is he to correct that? Plant more trees? How does that work?
He mitigates the trees by replacing them. They were healthy, viable trees that were removed without cause or permit.
What kind of trees?
Palm trees.
It's easy enough. I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Wayne, would the next one be a notice of assessment if he has not paid the fine but came into compliance by going out of business?
Eagle?
Yes?
That would be a
No.
request for board order.
In this one, you had
Is a board
determined
order.
he corrected the violation by going out of business, so this is just an order to pay the initial penalty. Yeah.
So you've been to this address before. I remember it. This was
It's a plaza. It has multiple tenants, correct.
okay. And now I lost my place. Give me just a second. I apologize. Okay.
That's the 13 CE 4441 Eagle Equipment. That's what we're talking
Item
about.
D.
Right. Okay. So let's see. I was still talking about 415 Ollie Road. See.
You are very correct. There's been some ongoing issues of works that had been completed without a permit.
Okay. I thought so.
Good memory.
Oddly enough, he's lived in that house, 1989.
Really?
Yeah. Sticks.
Wow.
Case number 13-CE-4441 Eagle Equipment Sales and Rental.
Now, that's the one where they've gone out of business, but they have not paid the initial penalty. And by going out of business, they ceased the problem with not having the business tax paid.
Okay.
Correct. So a request for a board order on 13 CE 4441. Violator Dave Thurston, Eagle Equipment Sales and Rental Incorporated, was cited for the violation of failure to obtain a business tax receipt, code compliance, and sign permit at 1146 21st Street, Suite B. Service of the citation was provided by first class mail and is on file with the city clerks. Mr. Thurston was noticed also by a courtesy letter dated 12/6/2013 and a warning citation of 12/26/2013. No request for a hearing on the citation has been received, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has been corrected as of 1/31/14. The civil penalty on the citation has not been paid. We were waiving enforcement costs, just asking for the citation penalty of $50 to be.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion that the board issue a board order and that the civil penalty, what was the civil penalty for, 50?
Yes, sir.
Of $50 remain.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion continues. Thank you. Case number 14-CE-0104. Jonathan, we just did that one, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, it's a little
Sorry.
confusing.
We've bounced around a little
Down
bit.
to number 2C.
Courtney's been rescheduled. Okay.
4437.
13-CE-4437 Chessboard Properties LLC.
This is a request for a board order for case number 13-CE 4437. The violator, Chessboard Properties, was cited for a violation of overgrowth, grass, and weeds at 1861 10th Avenue, as provided in the backup materials. Service of the citation was provided by certified mail and is provided on file with the city clerk's office. There's been no request for a hearing on the citation, so a hearing to contest the citation has been waived, and the violation is deemed admitted by the violator. The violation has been corrected, and the civil penalty assessed on the citation has not been paid. Enforcement costs of $51.43 are requested by the city. An affidavit of those itemized costs has been filed with the board clerk, and we request the backup material to be made part of the record. We request the board issue a board order of continuing penalties, the civil penalty of $50 and the cost of enforcement of $51.43.
Okay. So just to be clear, the violation is no longer, so we're not going to do the continuing penalty. Right. Okay.
Correct.
But we have a civil penalty that's not paid, and we have enforcement costs that are not paid.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I will make a motion that the board issue a board order for case number 13-CE-4437 for the payment of a civil penalty that has not yet been paid, and also the cost of enforcement of $41.53.
No, it's 51.
51.
51 cents, thank you.
51.43.
Oh, $51.43. Who has dyslexia now? Excuse me. Do I have a second?
A second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Not too bad.
Case number 13-CE-41, we did that one too. Are we finished already?
Yep.
I'm trying to look to make sure.
We got 4467 has been pulled.
Yeah, we did this one, we did that one.
Pretty scatterbrained today.
I don't think we've ever jumped around this much.
Yeah, there was a lot of jumping around,
Yeah.
so.
4467 is entering into a code compliance agreement with the code enforcement department.
Melody,
He is
can't hear
compliant.
you.
Melanie, were you saying something about case 13-CE-41?
Yeah, I don't see
I'm
it.
reminding Michelle that that's a code compliance agreement with the planning and
Okay.
code enforcement department to come into compliance, so we've removed that from the agenda
Okay.
with the right to bring it forward if we don't get compliance.
Everything that I've scribbled, it looks like we did them all. Yeah. Okay. Sherry, do you have any matters to discuss? Mr. Clement?
Because
Nothing
my finger
else?
slipped on there.
Okay. I have none. Any of the board members have any matters? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.